I am here at the trial of the year. Critically acclaimed scientist Martin Shello, the Science Fellow, is on trial for the alleged murder of multiple siblings, all found in the recordings of a lost episode of his iconic show. We go inside as Martin is about to be questioned.
Order in the court!
Prosecution calls Martin Shello to the stand. Before I ask you any questions, Mr. Shello, I'd like you to watch this tape for me.
On today's episode, we're talking about Newton's laws of motion.
What the?
Mr. Shello, would you care to explain this to our jury?
Well, if you've ever studied physics, you know about the concept of inertia, or the resistance to change in motion. As you see, as I'm in the car, there's an external force that interrupts the motion of the car. But due to the fact that objects in motion stay in motion, I would have gone straight through the windshield. But the seatbelt creates a force in the opposite direction as the car gets hit, keeping me in place, creating said inertia.
Yes, and would you care to explain what that external force on your car was again?
Let's not waste time. Next clip, please. Alright, kids. Using Newton's second law, force equals mass times acceleration, we can calculate the force that young Teddy Johnson here will have when he hits the ground. If Ted is approximately 57 kilograms, and the acceleration due to gravity is approximately 9.8 meters per second squared, we can round up to 10. Can you do the equation at home? Are you ready, kids?
I believe I have the answer.
Objection, Your Honor.
Overruled. I want to know if I calculated correctly.
Go ahead, Your Honor.
Is it 570 newtons?
That would be correct.
Let's go!
Once again, I'd like to ask, what does this have to do with the case?
With all due respect, can we move on to more important questions? I don't have all day. I have dinner at 5 with my son. Woo! There you go. That one left me faster than my wife. Woo! That's how it's done.
Explain this, please, Mr. Shello.
Well, Mr. Lawyer Man, if you're familiar with Newton's third law of motion, you'd know that every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So, knowing this, you can see that the force applied to the object by Mr. Johnson's face is equal and opposite to that of the force the object applies to Mr. Johnson's face.
Your Honor, I must ask, what does all this have to do with the murder of these young boys?
Poindexter.
Your Honor, I think we've shown enough evidence here. No further questions.
The jury will now begin deliberations.
We find the defendant, Martin Shello, guilty of all charges.
The defendant shall serve life in prison without the possibility of parole, or 6 months of community service on the condition that he complete another season of the show.
Take the deal.
I'll take it.